Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors you can see in and around my grid. If you are going to do a bit of business, then please keep it in the Millwall family and check out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. Now, this is your post-match analysis video for yesterday's 1-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday at the Den. The perfect start continues. 2 home games, 2 wins, no goals conceded, and the Den was rocking just for a change. Let's start out by taking a look at the 11 that Sir Neil of Harris picked to start the match. So obviously, with the exception of Bulkowski coming in for fielding, it is the same team that started the game at home to Preston, and you can't argue with it. Another win on the board, another great performance. It was Bartosz Bulkowski in goal, Marlon Romeo right back, Murray Wallace left back, Jake Cooper and Alex Pearce in the central defence positions. It was Ben Thompson and Sean Williams central midfield. It was Conor Mahoney left, Jed Wallace right, and Aidan O'Brien was just in behind the big dog, Matt Smith. I think you're going to see that a lot this season. I think the strength we've now got in depth, with O'Brien, with Budvarsson, with Smith, you know, the midfielders we've got, Williams, Leonard, Malumbi coming in. I think you're going to see, I was going to say 4-4-2, it was more like a 4-4-1-1 with Aidan just behind Matt Smith again. And I think you're going to see us play a 4-5-1 away from home and Tom Bradshaw play up front as a lone striker. I think that could be what will happen at Fulham on Wednesday, but I'll get on to Wednesday a bit later on. Yeah, the game started out, not really a lot was going on. I tipped this one to be a sellout, and there was actually less of our fans there than there was on the opening day against Preston, which was a little bit surprising. But yeah, not really a lot went on in the first half an hour. As we know, it always happens. Teams come to the Den, they retain a lot of possession. I did see something on some stats somewhere that Sheffield Wednesday had 24 shots yesterday. I'm not sure where that came from. Bulkowski played well, don't get me wrong, but I don't remember them peppering him 24 shots, or even if half of them went on target, 12. But nonetheless, they wasn't great, I didn't think, Sheffield Wednesday, to be honest. Again, they was similar to West Brom. They got the ball into nice areas wide, but they had nothing, no firepower up front. You've got Stephen Fletcher's been going for years. And if you look at their first 2 results, no disrespect to Barnsley or to Reading, although Reading just absolutely took Cardiff to the cleaners there, just finished 3-0. They're not the greatest of sides, and I was expecting a little bit more from Sheffield Wednesday. Their fans as well weren't as bubbly as I thought they was going to be. Around 30 minutes gone, we start to get into the swing of things. We force a corner on 37 minutes, and Conor Mahoney drifts one in. That's what I like about Sean Williams' corner. I think Williams has given a little tip there and said, look, don't whip it. It's a lovely whip that you do, but it's no good for us at set pieces. Just hang it up for the big boys. And the goalkeeper should have done better, but maybe it was just an inch-perfect cross from Mahoney. And Matt Smith wins a header before the 55th minute. It was the 37th. And puts us 1-0 up, 2-2 for the big man. And Long, may I eat my words about him, because he's starting to look like a real good signing for us, along with pretty much all the rest of them as well. Couldn't tell you one bad signing Harris has made so far. So everything's looking rosy, it's looking fantastic, but as we know, that isn't the Millwall way. And on 42 minutes, Jed Wallace is sent off for a straight red card. First impressions, I thought it was a red card. I've watched it back. In the laws of the game, I think it's a red card. Honestly, I'm not trying to be controversial at all. I think it's probably a red card. What I'm going to say is now, which will be controversial, may upset a few, but that's something I seem to be quite good at. Jed Wallace getting sent off is a blessing in disguise, in my opinion, because he was shit again yesterday, and he ends up getting sent off for doing a stupid fucking flick where he gives the ball away. And as a winger, your main attribute has to be to have a good cross, and he can't cross the ball. He just kicks off the first defender. I've gone over it a million times, and I love Jed Wallace, but I don't think something's right there with him. I don't know what it is. I don't know. He's just not been the same player. He's not been the same player. And if you look at old videos when he was on loan to us, and I know it was in League One, but he was getting the ball out of his feet, one touch, fuck off, whipping it in, and he doesn't do it anymore. He runs down the wing, he almost looks to kick it off the defender on purpose, I think, so he doesn't have to take the responsibility of shirking the cross. I don't know, because it's such a shame, because he's a fucking lovely geezer. He wants to play for the club. He gives his everything, but he's just not doing it. I'm sorry, he's just not doing it. That's my opinion. So I think it's going to be a blessing in disguise for 2 reasons. Surely now Scalac's got to come in at Fulham, but sticking to this game, it's that mentality that everyone's against us, the whole world's against us. Every ref's just everyone hates us, and no one likes us, and that's it. We're all for each other and no one else. Having said that, I think we would have gone and won the game comfortably, but it just made for a better day, a better atmosphere, a better indication of how far we've now come, and we can see, we couldn't see our injury time last year, could we? On about 10 occasions. I think the points we lost in the last 10 minutes and injury time of games last season would have put us about 12th if we hadn't done that. So again, it proves how far we've come. It proves that defensively we've really shored it up. We went for 55 minutes, something like that. I think my maths ain't great, but we went for a good while with 10 men. It wasn't 55 minutes. What was it? 45 plus 3, around 50. We won't worry about it. So we're moving to the second half, and as we expected, we had to sit back and we had to defend. And as I said, we did it superbly. We defended from the front. I couldn't fault one play yesterday. Matt Smith comes on for Tom Bradshaw. I'm not sure why that was. I think maybe as an isolated front man, there could be a lot of balls shipped into channels for Bradshaw to chase down with his pace. That's all I could put it down to. I just can't tell you enough how fucking great they all was yesterday. All of them, every single one of them. Ryan Leonard come on and played well. Showed a turn of pace, wins a free kick high at the pitch. Aidan O'Brien again does a lot of good work. Aidan O'Brien, and he does look like he's out of breath after 10 seconds of the game, but he's not, and he rightly got a standing ovation yesterday. The goalkeeper Bartosz Bulkowski played very well. He looks assured in goal. I thought his knee buckled at one point, which worried me. But in that second half, he had a few shots, and the first half as well. He held everything. Now, I love Bulkowski. I'm really warming to him, and I think he's going to be a great goalkeeper for us, and I think he did play very well yesterday. But let's get one thing straight, and I don't want to keep going over old ground, but Jordan Archer was so fucking bad that you're all looking at Bulkowski and going, oh my God, he was unbelievable yesterday. He wasn't. He did his fucking job. He's a goalkeeper but gets paid a lot of money, and his job is to save the ball. He does his job well. I'll go back to it again. If you went into a building site and a bricklayer put out his string line, put 200 bricks up, you wouldn't go into the office and get the site manager out and get all the boys out of the county and go, fuck it, boys. He's like 200 bricks. You wouldn't do it. It's his job. It's what he's paid to do. So Bulkowski, yes, played well, but that's his job. And just to have a goalkeeper that is up to the standard of playing professional football just shows exactly how bad what we had was and what we've been missing. The back four was superb yesterday. A lot of people calling Marlon Romeo for man of the match. And he's got McCarthy breathing down his neck, who, to be honest, I think is a better player. So that's good for Marlon. It'll push him to the next level now, and hopefully he keeps his place. We all love Marlon down the Den. We know how good he is going forward. But yesterday, he had a lot of defensive work to do. He had to be quick. He had to be his best. And he definitely was winning tackles in the corner flag, towards the end of the game. Pete summed it up very well in his post-match analysis fan cam. He said, all we ask from a Millwall team is exactly what they give us today, and that's all we want. We're never going to be, as I said in my full-time reaction, we're never going to be Brazil. We're never going to do, step overs on our own box, 15, 20 passes and score goals. We are going to get every victory in this league exactly how we've got the last 2 home victories, exactly like that, just by grounding it out and being fucking horrible, getting in people's faces, harassing them, being intense, and just togetherness. And that's the Millwall way. It's the way it's always been. It's the way it's always going to be. So if anyone's looking for a 3 or 4-0 win and the Olay's coming out after 60 minutes, it's never going to happen as long as I've got load in my arse, which I now have again, and as long as we are in this division. But the back four, as I said, Marlon did very well. I praised the other 3 because they made yesterday. I didn't maybe give Marlon the praise he deserved, but well done, Marlon. You was superb yesterday. And the other 3 at the back, Murray Wallace, I just love him. Murray Wallace is just the most unorthodox defender you've ever seen, but bodies on the line yesterday. Him, Jake Cooper and Alex Pearce all made sort of last-ditch goal-saving tackles or interceptions. It was brilliant. It was all brilliant. I didn't think, and I love Sean Williams, I didn't think he had the greatest game yesterday. Tomo worked hard. Tomo hasn't tailed off, but Tomo's just doing, we're all expecting a 35-yarder like we got from him at Sociedad, and 5 goals in the last 6 games, or whatever it was last season. You're not going to get that every week with Ben Thompson, but he just runs his bollocks off. He's like fucking elastic, man. He goes in for tackles and wins balls back, reaches round players. And I'm thinking, how the fuck has he fucking not snapped his hamstring doing that? He's like a little elastic rubber man, the little fucker. So, yeah, Mahoney again, set up the goal, another assist. I know he's got more in his tank. It'll be nice to him because I know he was looking at my Insta story last night. So, cheers for tuning in, Con. I hope you enjoyed Nice TV. Jed Wallace, yeah, as I said, blessing in disguise. Going to go out the team now. It's going to give Shorty Scalak a run. That's only maybe slight disappointment yesterday was that Scalak didn't get a few minutes, but listen, you can't grumble, you can't moan. As I said as well last night on social media, the gaffer's got to have one hell of a smile on his face, and he must be looking at people like me and others are thinking, have that, you prick. And good luck to him. Long may it continue. The team does well, we're all happy, the channel does well, everyone's a fucking winner. Yeah, so that's going to be a lot. It's not going to be a long one today, for the reason being, I said I didn't really think a lot happened first half hour. Then we got the goal, then Jed gets sent off, and then we defend for the rest of the match. And I can't praise the team high enough. I can't praise the fans high enough, because the atmosphere in there again yesterday was electric. Everyone's just raised it. The gaffers raised it. The fans have raised it. You know, the togetherness and we didn't have last year seems to be back, and all the poison seems to have been eliminated from the dressing room. And long may it continue. I'm just going to say quickly, by the way, no one probably even gives a fuck, but I do. I'm getting to the point now where I'm struggling to cope with the channel single-handedly by myself. So it's I do my full-time reaction, but I'm trying to upload that whilst walking out to do the fan cams. Then I've got to set the whole camera up. As I said, I've said it before, I'm not looking for a medal. But what I'm looking for maybe is someone who is a cameraman, has got experience in that area, because I'm not getting the fan cams out till like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and it's no good. They've got to go out quicker. They've got to be better. You may have seen this fucker in there yesterday again. Phone, absolute fuming, amateur hour. Shouldn't be doing it at this stage. And I said, maybe people don't care as long as you get good audio. But for the fan cams, we had the mic, didn't we? Now, some people were saying it wasn't coming out of one earphone. It was fine if you were just watching it, no earphones. If you were watching it with earphones, it was only coming out one earphone. So I tested it, tried everything, and I put it down to the leads. So yesterday, when I got back from the Cotswolds straight into London, I went to Walworth Road and I went and bought some leads. But then after the game, no worky, wrong leads. So apologies again for that piece of shit. It makes me angry with myself. So amateur hour shouldn't be happening 3.5 years down the line. But there you go. It's all part of fun and it's all part of YouTube. But on a serious note, if anyone is an editor or a little bit of a cameraman, can help me out in any way at the games, I'd much appreciate it, because I can't do everything. I'm only one man. We have got 6,000 Facebook followers and we've got 6,000 Instagram followers. They both passed the aforementioned 6,000 point overnight. So I'm going to do a little bit of something different after this video's gone out tonight on Instagram. TV Lions, we are on Instagram. Get on it. I'm trying to get us to 10,000 so we can do the swipe up thing, so you can just watch the videos like that. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of a thing. I'm hearing that I can do a live video on Instagram and I can invite people to join in the videos. So I will join people in, they can come into the videos, have a chat with me, ask me questions. They can take over if they want and answer other questions. I thought it might be something different, a bit fun, and might get the little Instagram followers up. So that really is a lot. All that's left for me to say is enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow for a pre-match prediction, because we are away at Fulham on Wednesday, a London derby, a sold-out away end. I absolutely can't wait. Let the good times roll, brother. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.